There is always try.
Hello there, and welcome to a possibly new series that I'm thinking about doing on my channel. But if possible, I'd like some feedback from you. Now, this is an old 1.7.10 Modpack called Regrowth, which I've never really played. But it's a HQMM, a Hardcore Questing, yeah, yeah. What is it called? Hardcore Questing mod pack. And like I say, it's fairly old because, like I say, it's 1.710. And you can blame my old friend TheWhiteTiger for this because we were talking about it the other day, and I was trying to give him some hints and tips on how to get iron the ways that I would know through like agricraft and mystical crops and maybe even a vanilla spawner. Yeah, then I started playing it solo and I've been kind of enjoying it at the moment. So I thought I'd kind of share what I'm been doing as such, because I can see I've got all my tools and some melons to munch on and other bits and pieces, just basic stuff. I haven't really got very far. If we have a look at the book itself, you can see I've only done 28% of part 1 and even looked at the others yet. And as for part 1, you know, I've done punching wood, I've grown some crops, I made a bucket, got all my tools. You know, I'm doing agricraft as we speak a little bit. Still haven't killed an enderman. Still need to really do that. I need to get into Botania, a mod that I've never touched, and I thought, you know, maybe it might help me in me 1.10 sort of stuff. You know, if I learn a bit of Botania through this. Anyway, I'm keeping an eye on that sun because we all know what happens when the sun comes down. So if you don't know what regrowth is a world that, for some whatever reason, has been destroyed. Your job is to try and rebuild some of it. There are absolutely no ores anywhere underground. You have to craft all your ores. So we can, you know, we can come down here, we can dig away. Hello, bones and arrows. You know, we can find caves and stuff up around the places, and you won't find any iron, coal, anything like that. The only way to get coal at the moment for me is because the trees have all been burnt, or what I class has been burnt anyway. There's actually charcoal on the top branches because they're that burnt down. Oops. I'll get that back in place. You may be lucky enough if you hit grass and whatnot to maybe find some bone meal, maybe a few seeds, but most of them are dead. No, there we go, found some seeds. There we go, and that is actually one of the quests. You need to find fertilizer, clay, bone meal, a passage seed, and belladonna seeds from witchery. See, that's another map pack. I've never done witchery. I love the fact that witchery is in here because it's such an old mod pack, and I really wish it went on to 1.10 so I could learn a bit more about it, but for some reasons I just never seem to get around to magic mods. Like I said, this could actually help. So yeah, this is actually my world. Now this is my home, my little defensive house here, because when the sun does go down there are quite a lot of nasty mobs. Now this originally was, if I just quickly get over here, I suppose there's no real rush, but with witchery being in this, can you see that in the far distance there? That's one of the witcher's circle type places, and in the center of them you will also find like a dispenser that has a few loot items, maybe some useful, some not so useful. I think that's actually where I got my melons from. But my square fort now was actually one of them that I slowly just built up over time and tried to make it a little bit more defensible. Now the only problem really that I'm getting are spiders. Now I thought that spiders could only go for high, but maybe because my wall is only 3 higher than a fence, that they're still able to jump over it. Yeah, I don't actually know how they're getting in. I may just have to put this up to 4 high. But yeah, if you come into my little fort, you will see my crops, and in here are my wheat, which I'm currently working on to 10-10-10 for growth gain and strength in agricraft. At the moment they're on 8-10-10. You can just see it on my screen there. My potatoes are at 8-9-10, so they're growing nicely. Like I say, I'm hoping these, especially when they get down to this end, will be 10-10-10, but we'll see what happens. Maybe. Down here in my secondary stage, like I say, spiders keep getting me up here, so I kind of decided that, well, I'm going to go underground anyway and get this all done. So in here, just very basic stuff, Tinker's Construct stuff, a furnace that you've got to make. I did manage to make a bed, so that's alright. The majority of strings, again, came from killing spiders, yeah, very cool. I've got some carrots, which are 10-9-8. I've got some belladonna seeds at 3-2-2. Over here, some melons that I keep collecting at 7-4-6. And I've also got mandrake seeds, again from witchery, and sugar canes. So we should actually go to check what my sugarcane levels are at and see how we're getting on with these. So these are only a 1-1-3. Let's have a look, see if any of them's improved. Or 1-2-4, so that's better. And a 2-2-4, so they're the next ones to actually plant. So let me just get these into position. Grab some crop sticks and put them like that. It would be better if I had a little bit more room, and I do need to start expanding out here so I can get these sort of fields growing, especially with sugarcane and whatnot, but we'll manage. Let me just put these guys away. I don't think I really need them. I definitely don't need them. And the crop sticks away. The mandrake seeds are not ready to be really tested yet. The melons, yeah, we can do the melons. Like I say, I'm concentrating mainly on agricraft, so I don't have to worry about food as such, and hopefully get a little bit ahead. But let's see what we've got now. Where's my identified one? There we are. So normally when I do this, I normally stick the unidentified ones in the middle, and then the good ones on the right, the bad ones on the left. So let's see what we've got. Let's have a look. 7-4-6, it's got to beat 8-5-7, so that's a good one. And again, 7-4-7. Gain is at 4, but growth on that one is at 8. So is it strength? No, that's actually a bad one. So it's worse than them too. 8-6-8. That will do nicely. And then lastly, 8-7-8. That's the best one there. So yeah. Okay. And then once again, put the crop sticks down. One thing I did actually find surprising, there are weeds in agricraft, and they seem to be disabled in this. Because the only thing that I've done is actually add in journey map, top right. And that's the only thing I've done, because I'm terrible for getting lost in places, especially if I go out and explore, because I know there's no resources as such, but that way there are some rather decent looking hills. So wondering whether or not to actually go and explore them, see what they look like properly, and maybe move on top of them or something on those lines. I don't know. Anyway, it isn't actually night now, so let's take a sleep before we get invaded. But let's just check on my carrots, see how they're doing. So we've got, that's the one that's identified, 1098. So we'll put that one there. Let's see, 10910, perfect, that's a nice one. That, and then 1099s. Oh, so close to getting 10s and 10s on them. Why do I keep my crop sticks away? And then they can go there. Cool. Right then, so like I say, as long as food's sorted, then I should be fine for quite some time. You may also be wondering what this door is. This is basically a cave that's right next to my base. There's some sand in here, there's some marble, andesite and stuff like that for building with, I guess. But now and again I just come down here and mine a little bit of cobble as and when I need it. There is gravel in here, and gravel, yes, you do actually need gravel, because if I remember rightly, especially from actually false craft that I'm doing, to get iron seeds you need to put them on gravel. But most of the time I just come down here and I use this lava as a bit of a bin sort of way, until I can actually move it. I have got a clay bucket, but if I remember rightly, clay buckets don't last very long with them, and I think there's movement down in that darkness. I think there's a couple of skeletons down there, so yeah, I don't really fancy tackling them at the moment. Bad enough as it is. I should really go down there and give it a proper light up. But yeah, let's have a quick look in the quest book and see really what I've got to do. Mutation, Mutandus. You recall a mixture of bone meal and mandrake that could transform plants into other plants. Perhaps this could be applied to grasses you've managed to cultivate with bone meal. You can get wood ash from charred dead wush. Okay, what's that stuff called again? I think this is witchery. M-U-T. Mutandus. Here we go. Right, okay. So it wants green dye, which means we need cactus seeds. Or we try and do some fishing. I don't think we've got any of them. Okay, so let's see what cactus seeds need. Sugar cane and poppy. Poppy needs pumpkin and what's that? Pumpkin seeds. Okay, I don't think I've got. Have I got pumpkin seeds? Yes, actually. Yes. Okay. Good. And that would need garden soil. Garden soil is dirt and compost. Okay, so that means I probably need a compost bin, which is just like that. Okay. Let's see if we can't make one of them easy enough. So let's make 6 of them and some sticks. Okay, make a couple of compost bins. They can go, see again, another reason for moving. I haven't got any room, but I suppose one could go there, one could go there. Right, okay, so let's put in these potato seeds if we can. That's a little bit, maybe some potatoes themselves. And then that will start making stuff, I guess. Okay, been a while since I've used that mod as well. So yeah, okay, so Mutandus, cactus seeds. We need poppy, which is sugarcane, and pumpkin seeds. Okay, so guess what I'm going to have to do. Right, okay, so I need to actually wait for the garden soil. Do we have one yet? We're very close. We might be able to get this sorted. So, let's break this and this. That's almost grown. So, let's grab you. A little bit of dirt. And that can go there. Cool. And there's this compost. Awesome. Garden soil. And that will leak my water out, but never mind. And then that can go there. Now, yeah, okay, so I think it just needed normal garden soil. It didn't say anything about it being like that. Now, poppy seeds. They can go there. The seed is not yet analysed. This plant is fertile and grow. Cool. I keep checking it because obviously we've been underground. I didn't know what can grow and what can't. But yeah, can we use this to help things grow? No, we can't. Just checking. We have got a bit of bone meal just to speed things up, I guess. But you'll see if we get poppy seeds up and running. Right, let's just double check on things, and that would actually need sand to actually grow. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to end this episode here anyway. Well, I can call it an episode. I might just call it episode 0. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you want to see me do a series on this? And if so, are you happy enough with where I am at the moment? Or would you prefer if I started right from the beginning doing a recorded episode? Let me know in the comments section if you would. And even if it's just by using the like button and you don't want to make a comment, but comments would be preferable to my mind. Up to you. But thank you very much for joining me. Do remember, if you did enjoy this episode, to hit that like button regardless, and obviously if you've got any comments, even if you just want to say hi, put that down below as well. But do remember, do or do not, there is always try. Bye.